Hello Master, this is Sodong Henry. I'm going to present about the app development, of which we sat as a group and decided to develop the weather forecasting app. So, like the problem statement, that is the real world problem, um, IT professionals often lack a centralized platform to share resources, collaborate on solutions, or mentor others in tackling global challenges. That can be climate change, healthcare, technology. Farmers and the general public struggle to access accurate, logicalized weather forecast, impacting agricultural planning and daily activities. Uh, so our app is trying to the above real-world problem. The solution is that a dual-purpose web application, like our app, if you like, let's take a farmer wants to know like the weather, the weather of the upcoming weather or the weather change, can just log into our app, put the area, your your area of residence or the area of work. It gives you the weather. The IT experts collaborate. The IT experts have a collaborative platform for the knowledge or resource sharing. Like this one is for the IT experts, where they share. It's their platform where they share resources and knowledge. When you come to the forecasting tool, it provides the real-time weather data to aid farmers and the public. So the public can be consumers, travelers, students, among others. So on the system overview and features, the purpose of the system, it is to bridge gaps in IT collaboration and democratize weather information. Uh, the key features demonstrated on the app, on the home page and the navigation, clean user interface with tabs for IT Hub and Weather app. Like when you log in, like when you open the app, the home page, just the IT Hub, which this with the IT personals. Then the weather app, of which this one, it will be if you want to know the weather changes, the weather of the area. So like if you belong to the IT experts, you have any information, you visit the IT hub. Then if you're a farmer, a consumer, uh, travelers, students, among others, you can just view the weather app. Uh, on both sides, like when you take on the weather app, the user authentication, and that is all about the login or sign up. You can log in or sign up. If you're a new user, just sign up with your credentials. Then when you have been using the app, just log in. Your password, your email. Then the IT Hub features. This is the forum for discussion for the IT experts, as I mentioned it before. It involves the code snippets, the tutorials. Then when you come on the side of the weather app, features the location-based weather forecast. Uh, this one, like if you want to know the weather of a certain location, and just put in the location you want to know the weather, then it shows you. It shows you. It can be like the humidity, uh, the temperatures, among others. But the API is like open weather, so like it collaborates with the open weather map. So the open weather map. So when you put the location, it just goes and fetches that location with the weather. So the innovation is that integration of both platforms under one system, which is the open weather app, collaborating with the weather forecast app so that it can perform. Thanks very much. Hmm? You're going to make me laugh now by saying this.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. This is Geoffrey Namwanza. I'm going to continue from where my friend has stopped about our weather app website for IT expert. Uh, to go straight the point. To go straight the point. I'm talking about technical implementations rather. And under technical implementation, we have Django model template view pattern. So under Django model template view pattern, now we have models. So what do I mean if I say models? Models, so like they just define the structure of data, like location, humidity, and so on. Then there's templates. What do I mean if I say templates? Templates, I mean those are just display data to the user using HTML and the Django template. Those are templates. Then there is views. Views. What does views does? Views for it just retrieves data from models and passes it to the templates, so that it can be viewed by users. To continue, there is static files and front end. Static files, under static files there is what we call a Bootstrap for responsive design, like a customer CSS, or JS for interactive weather charts, where it's like where users can interact with the weather charts and so on. Then the front end is like where the user view and interact with the browser. And in our app, we have integrated those parts where we have a form whereby user can enter city, say a name or anything. Then still there is that part in our front end, like weather. There is a part in our app where like you can enter results, weather results, and it displays those results like a temperature, description, icon, and so on. So we have also integrated those part where there is styling and layout, like spacing, colors, and so on. Then pitch and feature work. Under pitch and feature work, there is a pitch to investors. Our platform uniquely merges technical collaboration with actionable climate data, serving two critical markets. Then future improvements. Under future improvement, we are planning to integrate in other things like a Scala weather app with the Internet of Things sensors for hyper local data. We are also planning to add in AI driven in IT hub. We are also planning to integrate in mobile app expansion. Uh, then max maximization tips. Uh, there is user interface design for highlighting Bootstrap's role in consistency. Then there is Django model templates view, and and for that I've already talked about it on the previous slide. Then there is demo flow which is transitioning between IT hub and weather app seamless, and this marks up the end of my presentation.
Yes. Hello. My name is Sabi Derek, student computer science, and to carry on from where my colleagues have stopped, I would like to take you now to the actual products of our work or our coding. So kindly allow me open VS Code for you. To start, I would like to start with the weather forecasting app. As you see, this is the coding or the mining part of it, where we have the source coming from. To start, I want us to know that to come up with such a product, show you the product, the application, the weather application, the weather forecasting application. I mean, there it is. We observe that we have to have the front end and the back end. For the front end, we use the Django and Python, or that's what we call the server side. That's for the back end. Back end, it is responsible for user input, or what you see, user input in the system. This is the server side, the back end. Maybe you want to process the user input, for example, the city name. If I'm to name it Ginger, it also makes requests to external weather API, and also storing the weather data and passes it to the front end. The front end is one for the display. Also talk about the front end. Front end, we use the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This is the client side, or what we call the user interface. It displays form for the user. It shows the weather information. For example, if I'm search Ginger, the weather information is being shown. It also provides visual feedback. For example, if everything that is being seen on the screen over here is because of the front end. It is as a result of the front end. Then for the database, we have SQLite. It's optional. For example, this one is to store what you've been searching. If I'm to search Ginger, it stores. If I'm to search Kampala, it also stores. So everything is being observed here. Then if we go to the side of the website, the website, mainly we made it to interconnect IT experts. If there is interconnection for the IT experts, that means there's room for collaboration. If I'm so well versed with the front end, when someone is so well versed with the back end, we can get integrated. We can come together, cooperate, and come up with a very good product. Then this one mainly we use the HTML, mainly for the website, and we also used the JavaScript. We used Django to come up with a product of as you see over here. This is the connect with IT experts. Find and collaborate with experienced IT professionals from Makerere University. Share knowledge. You can share resources. You can share experience together. Grow together. Develop projects together. And this one we expect to bring in more of the artificial intelligence. For example, if in the search bar, if you are to search maybe for if you come to hear about an expert, IT expert called Sabiderek, you just search over here and it will give you the result. What does he know much? For example, he's a full stack developer, React and Node.js. Then you also get to search about others. By having a component of many IT experts can easily come up to solutions, especially in real world problems, as all my colleagues were addressing. So mainly, if we get back to our weather app, where we try to test it, this is for Ginger. It gives us the weather forecast for that right time, the humidity and the speed of wind. It also gives us the forecast for 5 days ahead of today. For example, today is Friday. The forecast it gives us for today, which is a Friday, and it also gives us for more 5 days to come. That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, as it's all being seen, and also predicts the visual time or the local time. Let's try out another city. That's Kampala. The good thing about it that it automatically detects which country is that city. It automatically detects which country, and it also adds a feature where you can change for units. You can either read in degrees Celsius or degrees Fahrenheit, and the forecast for 5 days is continuous. It continues and continues. The amazing part is about the air quality. It only comments, for example, good and bad, but we are to bring in more features. Basically, that's after or during the second semester, the coming semester. That's after covering the artificial intelligence. We are to bring in this feature. It is to all pass with this. For example, for this part of the air quality, to tell you that air quality in Kampala is good. You can still integrate it into more useful and productive component for this application. We expect also to develop it into a mobile application for both Androids and the iOS, so that we can easily get a good product for our iPhones, our good Samsungs, Technos, and the rest. So this is for Kampala. We can also try out cities outside Uganda. For example, if we say Nairobi, which is in Kenya, it will automatically detect that Nairobi city is found in Kenya, and it will give us the forecast, to give us the prediction for the 5 days ahead. Just to try, we try out a city, maybe let's say Moscow in Russia. For Moscow in Russia, still it will do the same as all other cities. So this is a good work for us as a team. If we try out another city outside Africa, maybe to say that's New York City, still we get the forecast. I don't know what's happening there, but here I see scattered clouds. I can also get my results in degrees Fahrenheit, and I can still predict the 5 days ahead. That's in New York City and anytime, anywhere. Thank you. That's our product, or these are our products, and we expect to integrate it into one. For example, if farmers are really in need of something, they suggest something, we can try to come up as a team. We expect to include in more members. That's for a good development in the shortest time possible, using the minimal resources are available. We can come up with a very good product, as you see this one, for example. Thank you so much. I submit.
See, 19 minutes.